Low car bombs, suicide attacks down 77%. Baghdad residents returning home. Is this good news out of Iraq, bad news then for Democrats in 08? Well, Carrie Lukas says yes. She's with the Independent Women's Forum, but Temple University professor Mark Lamont Hill disagrees. So, Mark, you're not buying it.
No, I'm not buying it. I'm not going to go so far as to say that success in Iraq is good news for Democrats, but ultimately I don't think it makes a difference. I think that there are two key issues here. One, the American voters are extremely wary of any claims from the White House that there's success in Iraq. We just don't buy it. And second, even if we were to buy it, we're not interested in winning the war. We want to leave the war. We want to save the troops. We want to come back. We want them back home. And it's that sensibility that will drive people to the polls and drive the Republicans out.
So good news actually fosters that argument, Carrie, to get out. What do you think of that?
Well, I think that the good news in Iraq is certainly something. You look at where Republicans were a year ago. Clearly, they're in a better position today than they were back then, and part of that is because Iraq is getting better, and Americans do want us to win in Iraq. We don't want to pull out and have Iraq delve into chaos again. Americans, even if those who were reluctant about the war, who were frustrated with the war, want to see America win, and that's something that I hear that from my opponent, that we just want to get out. That's not the way that most Americans think. We want victory.
Mark, what do you think?
I'm not sure that most Americans, construct victory as staying over there and winning in a violent fashion. Many people see winning as saving the troops coming back home. Many Americans don't want to do this. You saw in 06 that, the fact that
wars by their nature are violent, right?
Which is why people want to see it ended, because there's no way to avoid
I'm sure
violence.
A lot of people want to see it ended, right?
Which is why success in Iraq isn't a signpost that it's good news for the GOP, because we're still there.
The idea that we could stick our heads in the sand and just retract from the world and let the Middle East do as it will is really, I think, something that most Americans are going to see as a dangerous policy. I don't think even most Democrats running for president today support that idea. Everyone knows we're going to remain engaged in Iraq because we have too much at stake in that region. We can't just simply exit tomorrow.
But that isn't what I'm suggesting. What I'm saying, though, is that voters want to see us a phase withdrawal. They want to see us redeploy troops, bring them home. They don't want to see us intensify, and that's the issue.
I'm begging you now to stop. All right. Thank you both very much.
The war, you mean?
Yes. Well, stop talking too. All right, guys. I want to thank you. Well, Ben Stein does.